Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Here are Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Mass. Tonight, we kick off Week 3 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Houston Texans and the New England Patriots. They'll come out in the pistol. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
Osweiler now off the bootleg. He hits the first-year man, Will Fuller. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and just like that, it's third down. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage, so as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle,
he rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. And the defense could not have written a much better script than that first drive, pick 6.
The offense never got a chance to really get oiled up there, did they? But the defense, they certainly got in gear. What a big-time play and a great way for them to start.
And now the offense, they've got to turn things around and figure this out because your backs are on the ground real quickly. Yeah,
usually when you're starting the game getting the ball, 0-0 is the only score you're worried about. Now the second time you get it, you're already down a touchdown.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. He'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Offensive starters here. Wide receiver DeAndre Hopkins, a talented wide receiver.
And he's still looking for that ultimate recognition. He wants to be mentioned with the best receivers in the game. His numbers suggest that we should do so.
Miller brings it in over the middle. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Osweiler trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. A quick look here.
Dante Hightower is a guy who can play the run with the best of anyone in the league, but he'll fool you a little bit in pass coverage. Not so bad there as well.
Wonder what's in the offensive playbook on 3rd and 13. We're about to find out.
Can't believe they let you play. Leopard, set, green, 39, green, now, lucky 56, lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. This is Archer. And there's a flag on the field. Take this one up close to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. This is the offense we're going to see coming up in this one, and LeGarrette Blount, the featured back.
The big knock on him coming out of college was his lack of speed, but it's definitely not his lack of power. He runs right through opposing tacklers and sets things up big for his offense.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. The defensive crew for the Texans. Here's a look.
Jonathan Joseph goes under the radar a little bit as one of the better cover corners in the league, but his team knows his value. He can lock up good receivers.
2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Garoppolo now. And he fires one, but incomplete. Danny Amendola, the man he was trying to get it to. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Jake Shum to punt it away. Fielded at about the 28. 12 yards on the return that time. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now out comes Houston. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And ready now for 2nd and 9. Defense showing blitz. They snap it at 1. Now it's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
6 yards on the pickup there. And it'll give the Patriots a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They run the counter now on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Corey Grant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Again, we'll see the pistol here. On second down, here's Miller. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. So the pickup there for Lamar Miller. And he actually shredded his current team last year when he played against them. 175 yards, another 61 in the air, and 2 touchdowns.
I guess that's a classic example of if you can't stop him, go get him, put him on your team. Lamar Miller, big-time pickup for the Texans.
From the gun on 3rd down, Osweiler. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away. Back deep, Dre Archer. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Here's Archer. Oh, nice move. Turn of 29 yards. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, where they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. Blunt, the lone running back. They go play action here on first down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They'll run it here with Blunt. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him to dinner either.
He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. It's caught outright, Amendola. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Now a play fake here on first down. Completes this one to Cecil Shorts. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and short. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Throwing now, Osweiler on first down. This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them. So after that stop, you know that 3rd down is not a gimme if you're on the offensive team. So what are you going to do? Run it again, or maybe you go play action and try and throw the ball and pick up the necessary yardage.
Osweiler with a sneak. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
They pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
And an alley to run. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
They come up in an offset eye. This time Osweiler will throw. Caught here by Griffin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there, you know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's... And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
When you got a big guy like that in your backfield who runs as a big man and breaks tackles, it is paramount for a defense to have extra defenders in his vicinity at all times. You got to figure he's going to break through the first guy. You're going to need tacklers.
LeGarrette Blount. He cuts it right. And he's brought down after a good game. A pickup there of 36. And the Pats are set up now with a 1st and goal.
I'm still an old-school football guy, and anytime you see a big-time running play, that fires me up. And if I'm on offense right now, in the position they're in now, inside the 10-yard line, I think after the way they've run it, they've set themselves up for a good play-action pass opportunity right here.
Here's Blount, and there's a flag on the play. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Time to step aside. Back to Foxborough after this.
Here we go. Watch it now, Barney.
5 yards to go for the offense. 1st down and goal from that 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
No. Check. Hurry up. Here we go.
They'll go to Blount, try and pound it in. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
No surprise there, Jadeveon Clowney with a tackle for loss. We all know how he became one of the most famous players in football, though, don't we remember?
Oh, that one play.
Yeah, that one big-time play was on highlights everywhere. They want to see more of that here in the NFL.
Garoppolo. That's caught at the 2. 4 yards on the pickup, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
So much.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Corey Grant with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that. And
how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Texans set to come onto the field. And with 3 enters. interceptions thrown already. We'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Hurry up, here we go. No. Check. Patriots. Let's go. Green, 39.
They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end.
Check. Patriots. Leopard. Check 13. Watch it now, Barney. Check 50.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. It's complete to Fuller. Now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Well, they get the completed pass, but still have more to go here on 3rd down.
Let's go. 3-19.
Out of the gun, it's Osweiler. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. It'll go as just a 15-yard punt. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Again, we'll see the pistol here.
Green, 39. Green, 30.
Garoppolo now. And he finds a man with a crossing route. Give him 22 on that one. And it gives the Pats a 1st down. And there they went crossing route against his own defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
He'll look to throw, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Gostkowski for the point after. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing, Osweiler. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And that is is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. On third down, Osweiler. He's got the completion to Strong. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he's brought down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. Final play of the half. It's Osweiler. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So the Patriots coming out now. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Now let's go.
Garoppolo. And right side caught Hogan. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and all of a sudden here it's third down.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Now back to throw. Over the middle, it's Amendola. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Garoppolo now. Over the middle, that's caught by Hogan. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and end of the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Here we go now.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. They get 9 yards there, and they get a first down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here we go now. 3, 9, 2.
Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. But it's complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Now a carry for Blunt. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Another good run there, and now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they think they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your spirit up at the same time, and they're taking that too.
And this seemingly endless drive continues. So now it's 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He's had a big game tonight, and while no one's going to be overly concerned about that last play, you also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get...
Now he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. LeGarrette Blunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Patriots continue to roll. The point after try for Gostkowski. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
All right, here we go.
A first down carry now for Miller. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake, 3rd down.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
Let's see if the defense tries any pressure here on 3rd and 8. They go play action now. Osweiler finding time. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And now out come the Patriots. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And this time they go underneath for a simple pitch and catch.
And not only do you get the pitch and catch, Brandon, but you're able to keep the receiver moving when you hit him with the drag route.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. He won't go down. And he's brought down. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Well, that run is exactly what you expect from someone of his stature. This is a big back, so you expect him to break some tackles and gain some additional yardage. And it pays dividends, not just for himself as the game goes on, but for his team. Because when he can break down defenses and allow that type of production to happen, it also opens up the passing game in a big way, because at some point, you got to start bringing extra defenders to the line of scrimmage to try and slow him down.
A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Stays on his feet. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Watch it now, Barney.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blount, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots are pouring it on.
There's no doubt in my mind.
And do you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Back as that sails over the end line. And now out comes Houston. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Miller, the lone setback. On 2nd down, Osweiler. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by the rookie, Cyrus Jones. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now a handoff looking right. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good productive run there on 1st down. He winds up getting 8. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Here we go now.
Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete. Looking for his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a 1st. This is 3rd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that's complete to Lewis. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic, so anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. you're wondering where the collision is going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run. A lot of teams love to throw screen passes. They want to tire out defenses because they make them run a lot. But there are a lot of moving parts on a play for an offense when they call that one. Because you got the linemen that have to move. You have the wide receivers have to get out and vacate. You got the running back that's got to make a little fake and then get out into the route. And, of course, the quarterback, he's got to hold in there and know he's probably going to take.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Chris Hogan with his first touchdown in a Patriot uniform. And the Patriots continue to roll.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
No, she's
on, like, the fifth tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. Trying to shake off the interception. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The former first-round pick from Boise State, Shea McClellan, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. Second down, here's Osweiler, and his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get it to his running back, Lamar Miller. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And there's a good opportunity to just want to ride there, a drop pass. I guess that's why they call them running backs and not catching backs.
Here we go. Green, 39.
3rd and long, it's Osweiler. And this is going to be incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So this punt sails out of bounds across midfield. Now the question, they're going to spot it right at the 40, the 40-yard line. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And he's brought down after a good gain. They get 25 yards out of that one, and it'll give the Patriots a 1st down. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Amendola catching it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
Everyone's got 4 down. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green, 39.
Garoppolo now. The throw left side, complete to Hogan. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. And Amendola with a catch. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape for this game, they're going to be feeling pretty good about themselves until the coaches get upset about the play we just saw. But you know their defense is going to be. But we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
I'd have to say they're feeling like they are in rhythm right now. Things are in sync, aren't they? Team's winning, got a nice little margin on the scoreboard, completing some passes, and they just completed another one for a first down there to the tight end.
That's complete right around the 8. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make this a second down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They come up in an offset eye. Now a handoff as they run left side. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
All right, here we go. Blue, landing.
They'll set up the throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And they're sitting pretty now as the lead grows even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
And now out comes Houston. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll make it 2nd and 10.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Let's see what they go to here on 3rd down and 6. Again, it's Miller. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's able to take this one up to the Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They come out here in the eye. On the sneak, Osweiler. It'll be now whistles blow, and the Patriots are going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
It seems like, and it is a gamble on their side of the field, but they have supreme confidence in picking it up on a quarterback sneak. You can just feel it from this team.
Set. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
And they will take a knee here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside.
All right, here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
3 down. Hey, check. 3 down. Set. Hot.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1. All right, partner, still pretty early in the season here, but it always feels good to be undefeated.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what part of the season. When you're putting together wins like this, every team will take that type of a record. Gives you confidence for the rest of the year going on.
So for the Patriots, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Texans, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Tennessee Titans. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Patriots winners here at home as we say so long from Foxborough.